Hello and welcome to Bewildering Studio. My name is Quill Castro and I am an artist and an art teacher. Today I'm going to be painting this really cool box. It used to be an incense holder and it had these super cute like teeny weeny incense that went in here and this beautiful flower incense burner. But I used these and it smells so good inside, and I was trying to think like what else I could use this for because I still want to keep it. But I actually think I might turn it into a jewelry box. I'm just not sure, like in my head this would be like for rings, but I'm not really sure if they're wide enough, maybe. But yeah, we're gonna see what we're gonna do with it today, because I'm kind of just taking you guys on a journey as I kind of play with it and decide what I think I want to do as I go. I thought that might be fun for you guys just to kind of see the process. And before I get started, I want to show off some things that I did yesterday because it was just really fun. I'm not finished with it, but I did what's called an art trade. If you're familiar with that, great. Otherwise, I didn't know what that was at first, and I do like a lot of farmers markets, and someone had come up to me and they're like, do you want to do an art trade? And basically what that was that they really liked one of the glass bottles that I made, and they wanted to have me pick out one of their products that they made so that they could keep mine without paying for it. And I recently had this person on Facebook ask me to do an art trade, and she decided that I can make her a mask and she's going to make me these like polymer clay earrings. So this is what I did yesterday, and it's so freaking cute. It's kind of like a little fairy critter. I was thinking maybe adding some whiskers, so it's kind of like a little like feline or like a little chipmunk or something. But I'm going to finish this up later today, and then I will add a photo of it on my Instagram. So be sure to follow Bewildering Walls on Instagram, and I will put the link below if you forget later. But I really love these cute little lips. It's like a tiny little mushroom in and of itself. And I kind of got the inspiration from a makeup video that I saw where someone had like taken and made like their blush all across. And these are my cute little teeny weeny mushrooms that are in progress. So I had a date with my boyfriend and we were watching Disenchanted. And while we were watching, that was when we were painting. And well, he didn't paint. He decided to draw with, I think it was markers that he did the outline with, and he used like colored pencil. But this is like his version of like Cabbage Patch Kids or like Garbage Pail Kids. And I just thought this was so funny and cute. And so I'm going to send a link to his website into my description as well. He is an eBay seller. He does flips. He does like vintage video games and like cool toys and t-shirts. So it's called Clown King Flips. And I think you guys should check it out because he has a lot of like rare stuff that you can't get anywhere else. So that's me showing off, but I'm going to get started with this. I originally thought of doing it in blue and kind of making like a folk art style box, but I was drinking yesterday and I thought this can was just so cute. And so I thought maybe I still want to go with the blue background, but rather than doing like folk art flowers and like birds like I intended, doing little lemons. I think the blue and the yellow look really cute together. So I'm just gonna tape this up so that I don't ruin this glass. I am using acrylic paint, so it is pretty easy to wipe off with like a baby wipe or some rubbing alcohol, but just to save me a little bit of time later, I'm going to try to keep as much off of it as possible. I'm just using, okay, I thought this was called masking tape, but some people have said it's called painter's tape, and I've actually called it like scotch tape before. And so whatever you call this stuff in the comments, let me know, because I feel like every time I just like test it out and call it a different name, and I would really like to know what the real name of it is eventually so I don't sound like an idiot all the time. Okay, this is, I'll probably touch up some of this later. I'm so haphazard with this kind of stuff, it's crazy. I'm the kind of person that I'm like, a mistake can be fixed super, super easy with acrylic paints. So I'm just like, whatever, I'll just go with the flow. I love to do these little craft projects, and I'm kind of debating if I want to keep this or not. I pretty much paint anything that's a surface that I can find for fun, but I do farmers markets, so I think that if it's something that I end up not using for a while, because I don't really have a lot of jewelry, but I haven't 100% sold to myself that this is going to be a jewelry box, I'll probably just sell it in a market. Okay, I think that that'll save it for the most part. I have this kind of paint. I just grab it at Walmart, and I like it because it's easier for me than the like traditional metal like tubes that acrylic paint is in, and I feel like I can get more out of it because I get these really big like refill bottles and I keep them forever, whereas like with the little tubes I feel kind of wasteful because I don't really know what to do with them after I'm finished, and that kind of bothers me. I thought it might be really cool to make like earrings out of them, because I do have a lot. I have ones that are like, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but gouache, and I have some watercolors still, and it was because they were gifted to me, and I don't throw anything away. Like, that's one thing that you'll learn about me if you follow me on social media, is that anything and everything that you think might be trash or not useful, I will find a reason to use it and make something beautiful out of it, because I'm kind of like anti-recycling, and I know that sounds kind of ridiculous because we've been taught like our entire lives that recycling is good for the planet, but I've read a lot of my own research, and I don't know if I'm a conspiracy theorist or like this is actually like a legit problem. I feel like it is, but there's some controversy around recycling. There's a video that I saw on YouTube, and if I can find it, I'll link it in the description below when I'm editing this video. But it was talking about how recycling was created by plastic manufacturers as a way to kind of appease the public when people started getting concerned about plastic being an environmental issue. And that kind of like changed a lot of my thinking. And if you think about like in the past, like a lot of people reused like plastic containers as like Tupperware rather than buying actual Tupperware. And I feel like I just get really inspired by older generations who are super, super resourceful. And I try to do the same thing, because I feel like if I can guarantee something isn't going into a landfill, then I know for a fact what's happening to that item, rather than just hoping for the best and hoping that whoever is receiving all of our trash essentially is doing the right thing with it. Okay, so I have kind of like a base here. I'm not going to paint the inside. I think if I do turn it in, I'm gonna move this out of the way. I don't want the inside to accidentally get painted because that's not my intention. But I'm thinking what might be cool is to paint the, or I'm sorry, I'm like not listening to myself talk. I think it would be really cool to cover the inside in fabric. Like, I get these things in the mail sometimes that are like swatches, if you will. I don't know, like, you know, paint swatches, but they have them as like fabric, so you can order online like a lot of fabric. But I haven't sewn in a really, really, really long time. I used to sew my own clothing because my grandma, she taught me when I was like in middle school, and I was like obsessed with making my own like skirts and like flowy tops and things like that. But in recent years, I've gotten like kind of at the point where I really, really like things that I can finish in a day. And even though I know how to sew, it's not something that I'm particularly good at. It is a stretch for me, and it kind of causes some stress. And so I basically just decided that I'm going to take a break for a while from doing sewing, and all of my fabric swatches I just use for like journaling, arts and crafts, and I think that I can make some use of the kind of like velvety material that I see in my collection, because that's kind of what I see in jewelry boxes. And I've seen a couple of tutorials online that I'm probably going to check out of people making jewelry boxes like out of cardboard. And I think if I can like fold up some cardboard in like some interesting configuration, I might be able to get it to where I can put rings on the inside. Oh, oops, see, I got paint on the inside. But see, that's the thing that I feel like doesn't really matter, because if I'm gonna cover it in fabric anyway, nobody's gonna see it. I'm not gonna paint the bottom itself, but I have this little sticker here that I'm gonna mess around with and maybe try some oil or rubbing alcohol to get that off. Let me know in the comments below if you can think of another idea of how to use this box besides a jewelry box like I thought, because I'm totally open to suggestions. I'm not 100% sold on the jewelry box if I'm going to use it for myself, but I know a lot of people are really interested in jewelry. And I kind of have like issues with rings and bracelets and necklaces because I have sensory issues. I'm not like been diagnosed with like any particular like mental sensory issue, but I have like just kind of like known about myself for a really long time that anything that touches a joint or like a bone, so like my neck bone, my wrist bone, my knuckles, it's a problem for me because I actually do have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And with the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, I have chronic pain in my joints, and anything that kind of puts pressure on them bothers me so freaking bad. But the one thing that I can wear is earrings, and I've been obsessed with wearing the earrings that I've been making lately. And I'm super excited for this girl that I told you about. Oh, I'm sorry, this person that I talked to on Facebook, because they're gonna make me some polymer earrings, and it's a surprise, so I don't know what shape they're gonna be, and that's gonna be something that I'll probably wear to one of my farmers markets, because I don't really dress up a whole lot. I usually wear, like, I would say like workout style clothing, and so I really, really love wearing like super cute like floral dresses to farmers markets and doing my hair cute. So that's probably going to be something that I wear at my next market when I see what she has in store for me. And I'm really, 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 really excited to see their reaction when they see my mask like fully done for them. These masks are paper mache. I found them at a discount store, and I was super nervous to buy them because I really didn't know what I would do with them at first. I figured that I would not really sell them as masks that you could wear on your face, because they kind of seem like they're a little bit big for the average person's face, and I'm nervous about somebody wearing them and getting the holes that like you would put the like band that goes around your head to hold it on, because paper, I would be nervous that possibly they would end up ripping that, and I would feel super terrible if somebody bought something for me just to have it ruined and be super disappointed. And so I thought maybe like a Venetian mask where people hang them on the wall would be really cool. And so these have been sitting for a really long time in my storage, and once I figured out that idea and this person told me that they wanted to do an art trade, I was so excited. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure how the color is coming out on the screen for you, but this is kind of gonna be a little bit green for a while until I build up the layers of the paint. And so I am going to just kind of do like some outlines, and once I get all of the lemons where I want them, I'll go back and I will do another layer of yellow paint after they are a little bit more dry. And I'm just kind of going with the flow here. Like, I haven't really decided if I want to do like whole lemons. I think I will probably maybe on the bottom part of this box. But I'm thinking like lemon slices. This is cute how it has the full lemons and the lemon slices. So I'm thinking like I'll probably incorporate leaves too, which I didn't originally think about. I literally just thought about it right now. But I think that leaves would be something that would make it kind of like read more as lemons. Just give it a little bit more authenticity, if you will. I feel like I've always really been drawn to citrus fruits. And it's crazy because like I don't really eat them too much because I get like a lot of like cheek bites when I'm eating. I feel like because they're so acidic, it like bothers me a lot, but I crave them in the summer, and I just think they're such a beautiful like shape of fruit. Like I feel like there's a lot of designs where I'll see like paintings of fruit, and it's just kind of funny. I don't know how that like came about, but I just think they're really pretty. I'm not gonna do this entire box on camera. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to stop the video in a little bit, but I wanted to show you guys kind of like how my process is when I'm like coming up with ideas on the fly. And I'm going to complete this on my own time, and then I'm gonna share probably like a short, like a reel, showing off the box once it's completely done, and some photos at like different angles. So go down to my description, find me on Instagram, because that's where I do my arts and crafts that I make for my farmers markets. And it's not Bewildering Studio, it's called Bewildering Walls. And I'll send the link, and you can see that my other social medias are on there. I have my own website, and that's where you can find my gallery. You can do requests for commissioned paintings that you would like me to do. I currently don't do commissioned crafts like gift items. I just do like wall art. I haven't really decided if I want to do commissioned craft projects, because the thing is that the projects that I do are based on like sources like of material that I just like find and I don't want to throw away. So I feel like if somebody is specifically asking for a very particular product and it's not something that I like had immediately, I would have to go buy things. And I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose of my whole mission, which is sustainability and trying to use what we have and keep it out of landfills. You can let me know if there's another idea in the comments that you think I should do. Like, I don't know. I don't really know how to solve that problem yet. So for now, it's just paintings. And yeah, you can request those on my website. It's called quillcastro.podia.com, and I have a blog on there. You can subscribe to my newsletter, and every single month I send out a free digital download. I have like a cute little health tip, and the digital download is typically correlating with the health tip. So this one for August, the health tip is to take care of your skin, since it is really the hottest month of the year, so wear your sunscreen, stay protected. And our freebie is a French inspired, like tarot card looking sunshine. So be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on the freebie. I'm also on Facebook, and on Facebook I'm Bewildering Wells as well. On Facebook is where I post funny art memes, inspiring quotes, and all of our events are listed. We are in Washington State, and we do free art workshops every single month, the last Wednesday of every month. So if you live in Washington, be sure to follow on Facebook and make sure that you have your notifications on so you always are reminded of what our next project is going to be. Also, I have this really cool thing where I feature artists on, I think it's Tuesdays. And I'll feature an artist. I will add a link to your account, whether it be a YouTube channel or whether you have your own blog or website, or you just want me to put your Instagram. But if you submit your artwork to bewilderingwells@gmail.com, then you have a chance to be featured on my Facebook page. Alright, so here's what I got for the outline. This is where I want my lemons to be on my lid, and I will finish this up and I will do the bottom portion, and as soon as it gets completely done, I'll post it on my Instagram. I am super happy that you decided to watch this whole video with me, and if you are interested in watching me do more arts and crafts or tutorials, then be sure to subscribe, put your notifications on. Thank you so much for being here at Bewildering Studio. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you, and I will see you next time.